Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and I'm doing a video I haven't done in a while. It is a review, and this is on a hair that I received from HairFleek.com, and I'm going to tell you guys all the specs, what I recommend it, as well as how I made this unit. So if you are interested, stay tuned. Alright, so let's go into how I feel about this hair. I'm going to say later about how I made it, just in case no one's interested in that. So basically, I received this hair from the US Postal Service. I don't know how long in particular it took, probably about a week. And this hair was packaged in one of these silk little baggies that says HairFleek on it. So this is the Brazilian Kinky Curly, and I have a 16-inch closure, an 18-inch bundle, a 20-inch bundle, and a 22-inch bundle in my hair. And this wig I made on a dome cap, and I also didn't add any clips, or I didn't cut it or anything like that as well. Each individual hair bundle was in an elastic band as well as a hair band, and had a little tag that said HairFleek with the amount of inches that were on the unit, and the closure was packaged in its own little plastic container with a hair net over it as well. So all the hair was packaged very well. The only thing I didn't really like about it was that it was banded with rubber bands and the hairband. I think that just having either would have been fine, because I think that it would, you know, prevent the hair from snagging a little bit more, but that's not even a big deal. So after I took out all of the bands, I went ahead and I washed and conditioned the hair. And so I wanted to see how the hair would do in water and how it would do with product on it, because when I received it, the hair had that new hair smell, I guess I'll say. It wasn't a bad smell at all, but I just wanted to condition it and see if I can, you know, if it would really take the product in. And when I lightly detangled while I was under the water, I did get a little bit of shedding. It wasn't like very bad, like matting or anything like that, but I did get a little bit. And but after that, after I got those tangles out, the hair run very smooth, as well as when I put the conditioner on it. So when I went ahead and I washed every single bundle like so, and I let it air dry for about 5 minutes or so, and then went ahead and I blow dried it lightly with my blow dryer. So I did that as well to see how it would do on heat, and the hair wasn't dry. I don't know if you guys can even see now that the hair still isn't dry. It still has a lot of its luster. As far as the hair right now, it looks like it is pretty strong, like strong in like strength. And it doesn't look like it's gonna break at all. The ends aren't very frayed or anything at all. It does taper off right at the end. When you get to different lengths, I am gonna probably trim it a little bit so it's more of it has like the cascading look, I guess. But I think once I trim off some of the ends a little bit, it'll flow a lot more nicely. And overall, after that, the wefts looked very strong. I did the hot glue gun method on it, and I think that the hair really took it well. The closure, it didn't have bleached knots, which is fine because I didn't plan on wearing it right to the front of my hairline anyway, because I always like to have a little bit of leave out. So you kind of can't see the closure right now, but I like, you know, adding a little bit of hair above it. That way all of my hair is seamless all the way around. And so yeah, so I think the hair looks really good. All of the curls, depending on the length, are slightly different. They all have this wave coil to it, but the closure has more of a wave, while the bottom section has more of a wave coil, if that makes any sense at all. But all of the hair definitely looks concise, so that's really great. So now I'm gonna go into how I made the wig. So how I made it is I basically bought a standard dome cap from Sally Beauty Supply, and I went to Joann's, which was not too far from the one I go to, and I got one of those elastic bands because I've seen a lot of YouTubers do the elastic band method, and I wanted to do the same because I didn't want to have to put clips in this hair. So I bought both of those. Then I set up my styrofoam head and stand on top of like a chair or something. And so yeah, I set that all up, and I kind of just took my closure and placed it right on top to kind of see where it would lie, because I wanted to know how many bundles I would end up using, as well as how much hair would be, how thick it would be, whatever. So then I went to my bathroom and did that whole like braid configuration that you guys saw. And when I did that, I took the dome cap and then put it on my head, then resized the closure again. So what I did was I placed it on my head, pulled it taut, and then used my eyeliner to line up where it would be so that when I sewed, I know where to pull it and whatever, so it looked good. So then after I did that, I went back to my dome head again and I started sewing on my elastic band, and then after that I sewed the closure on after the elastic band. But if you guys want a whole like video on how to do that, I'm gonna leave some links down below because I'm the worst at explaining things, but there's a bunch of YouTubers that have done it a lot better than I can explain it. So then after I did that, I hot glue gunned the wefts of the hair. So I sewed down the closure, hot glue gunned the wefts. So I did it just in the lengths that they came, so 22, 20, then 18. I thought about staggering it to make it kind of like a curly fro, but I changed my mind because I wanted, you know, somewhat longer hair to work with. So after I did all of that, I went ahead and I brushed out all of the hair just to see, you know, a quick little test on how it did on shedding after I did manipulate it by doing the hot glue gun, and it worked great. I didn't get any shedding whatsoever, which was really great. The way I styled it, I just sprayed some water with conditioner and lightly combed it through, and then just lightly blow dried, as you guys are seeing now. And so this is what it looks like when it's all done. I think it looks fairly natural because for me doing the braid out in the front, I think that it mimicked the curl pattern pretty well. So if there's, well, I mean, I think a lot of you guys are natural, so if you guys, you know, want to use this as a protective style, it would work really great. So just make sure that your leave out is a very tight braid, so that way you get the definition on point. And so overall, the hair is not frizzy, it's not dry, it is pretty bouncy, and I think it still has a lot of its luster, which is pretty great. Actually, I would really recommend it. So yeah, I think it looks really good. What do you guys think? Thank you guys so much for tuning in this week, but also if you guys have any more questions, leave them all down below. I'll be answering every single one of them, and all the information for this HairFleek is in the description box. And if you guys want to, you can follow me on social media, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.